Okay, everyone, this is going to be a brief lesson on how you write a thesis statement. Use this exercise to help you in forming your initial thesis, which is due on Thursday. Now, typically 3 things you want to make sure that your thesis accomplishes, almost like a checklist that you could use in evaluating your own thesis. Usually it is one sentence located in the first paragraph of the writing. 2, while writing your thesis statement, you offer a reasoning as to why that argument is true. And 3, you provide evidence and a supporting argument that helps prove your thesis statement. So, you will make a claim, I believe in this, and then you'll offer a simple reasoning as to why that thesis statement might be true. Now, this next slide is a rule that I use to check my own thesis statements when I am writing them. Almost as if it's a filter. If you cannot pass this particular filter, then your thesis would need evaluating and probably be rewritten. A thesis statement should be an arguable statement, meaning that you should be able to have a disagreement with someone based off of your statement. For example, if you make a claim and somebody can say, no, there's an opposing viewpoint on that, you've probably written a thesis statement. Imagine that you told somebody that 2 plus 2 is 4. This would not be a thesis statement because that would be an accepted fact of mathematicians. So, while writing your thesis statement, you could test it by asking or stating it to people and seeing if they can come up with a counter argument. Now, on this following slide, you have an example of a thesis statement. I'm going to point out areas of it that meet the criteria of a thesis statement. Zoos should be banned because animals need to remain in the wild, and zoos cannot replicate the circumstances that exist in an animal's natural habitat. So, the first part of it. The statement claims that zoos are not good because they have a negative effects on animals. This meets the criteria of a thesis statement because it is debatable. Somebody could counter-argue that zoos are good because they help animals and provide evidence to support that thinking. That meets the first criteria of a thesis statement. The second criteria of a thesis statement is that it offers a valid reason for why it is true. Zoos should be banned because they cause harm to animals in that they cannot replicate an animal's natural habitat. When you are writing your thesis, you need to make a claim and then provide a reasoning as for why that claim is true. While you are writing the course of your paper, you will provide evidence as to why your thesis statement is true. This concludes our lesson on thesis statements. Please practice writing a thesis statement using this presentation as a way to gauge and assess your own writing.